Hey, shop hoppers. We hope you're having a great day wherever you are tuning in to join us. Join with us. I don't know. Join us from. Anywho, wherever you are, please put it in the comments so that we can see where you are tuning in. My name is Maddie.
I'm Kendi.
And we are part of the team that bring you the All Indiana Shop Hop. These magazines are in stores. And speaking of stores, there are 67 wonderful stores for you to visit on this year's Shop Hop. Your magazine is the home of your Shop Hop passport. And this is what you need to go shop hopping from store to store. So make sure that you get your copy, and the magazine has everything that you could ever need to know about anything shop hop related. So it's a great reference that you're going to be able to use throughout the entire year. Kendi and I do project highlight videos. The projects all feature the exclusive All Indiana Shop Hop QT Fabrics line. You can find the full line on page 15, or you can head to allindianashophop.com, which is where you're going to find this project as well.
You can find a photo of this project on page 120 of your magazine. This project is called Swamp Angel Throw. It was designed and pieced by Caroline North from Caroline's Cottage Caroline's Cottage Cottons, and they are a participating store on the Hop, so make sure to check them out and this quilt. And it was quilted by Susan Garberick.
Okay, so I like to show you guys the ads for our participating stores that are making our projects. You can find this ad on page 34, and they are in the Northeast region. Something fun about the fact that our stores make our projects, besides that it's wonderful that they make the projects, is that you will be able to see this project in the wild at the store during the shop hop. So make sure that you head there. It is so fun that you can see it in person, but we hope that you take a minute to thank Susan for putting this together, Susan and Caroline for putting this together, because they donated their time and their talent so that you guys could be, and us could be, inspired by them and include them in our magazine.
I absolutely love the colors that they chose for this project. I think it represents the Indiana fabric line so well, and it's a good example of what you can do with the fabrics to make a project, the project itself. And I don't think I would change a thing about this. I love what they did.
It's a really, really great project. It has lots of good contrast. The fabric that they picked really does a good job of highlighting the different parts of the line. We talk about it a lot, but the way that the project shows up on camera is so different than it is in person, and it's just so fun to see that process. So it's even better in person. I know it's hard to believe, but if you're seeing it now, I promise it's better in person. This project is pretty straightforward, lots of half square triangles. The most challenging part of this project is that it's on point, but if you've never done an on point project before, this is a good one to start with. Like any of our projects, we highly recommend that you read through the entire set of directions for putting this project together so that you have a good understanding. The most challenging part of putting this project together are obviously these triangles, and there are instructions for putting that all together in the pattern. So make sure that you read through that and take your time. I like these big squares in here. This is really nice because with this project, lots of half square triangles, as I mentioned, and you can really highlight lots of different fabric. This would be a really good project to get different fabric from each store as you're shop hopping, because some people like to do that. They'll pick a colorway and they'll go to each store and get a little bit of fabric from each one. This is a good pattern to keep in your back pocket for the future and something that you can reutilize with a lot of different fabric. And if you have a fabric that you really love, what I like about it is that you can include that in these big squares and really show off that one fabric that you love, while also highlighting a bunch of other fabric along with it. So it's wonderful. It's pretty straightforward once you've figured out the how to put it all together with the pattern, and then just some borders that are added to the outside of it.
I love what this orange Indiana fabric is doing on camera because it almost looks like there's a pattern.
It does.
That block. It's really
looks
cool.
Like there's like multiple blocks within it, but it's just the variation of the pattern or variation of the fabric.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's very fun.
A huge thank you to Carolyn and all of our designers for everything that they do. If you want to learn a little bit more about her, you can head to our website to read her full bio. It was actually her sister, Ruth Ann, who taught her how to sew. She took her first quilting stitches on a family heirloom, and in a few years, Carolyn learned how to hand piece quilts, and she started teaching and designing and opened her shop in 2007.
Wow. Well, thank you to Caroline and Susan for their time and the efforts of putting this project together. They donate their time, and these projects are designed specifically for our fabric line, which I think is so cool. We don't repeat the projects from year to year or event to event. They're all exclusive. And for this project, the only place you can find it is allindianashophop.com/pattern. So make sure that you go check it out. We hope that you subscribe to our YouTube, stay active in our Facebook group, and join us for some of our other highlight videos. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in.